make sure that you have got people who are armed with very big guns in your church.
As Uganda approaches the New Year's celebration, Prophet Dr. NDLOVU has issued a chilling warning about potential security threats during major events, particularly those held in churches for crossover KESHAs and other large gatherings.
And then my final message is for the nation of Uganda. We must pray against these people who are militant. So the places, because right now we are moving to December 31. Many people will be gathered in many places, not only in Uganda, but in other places. But what I was shown, it's Uganda there. Churches and the other places where they will be gathering people, they must make sure that they don't loosen on security. They must be very vigilant when it comes to security. Even after December 31, they must be extra vigilant when it comes to security. I saw people with certain things enter into crowds. People with certain things. Say people with certain things. I know someone will say, you Ian, why are you scaremongering? No, I'm not scaremongering. I'm warning so that those people will know that God has already revealed their plans. When we speak like this, it forces them to reconsider their plans. Are we together? So the message is actually positive. It's not a negative message. So, but these people, who, especially these churches which are followed by huge crowds, my advice, the advice that I gave you last time still stands. Make sure that you have got people who are armed with very big guns in your church. And make sure that you have got equipment to search everyone, so that you know the people who are within the precincts of your church places there, where you will be doing crossover night or whatever services you will be doing, so that people will be searched and you don't have people carrying strange things who may either cause a stampede or cause mayhem within crowds. And the same cause even for these people who will be doing concerts, because people do concerts on New Year's Eve. You know, people do concerts. There must be very serious security in Uganda there. There are people who are planning evil in public spaces at a time when it is very difficult to check who is carrying what and who is who. Especially at night, these things which are done at night, you see. So the Holy Spirit is saying we must pray for the security people to be extra vigilant there in Uganda. To be extra vigilant. And for the intercessors to pray. But as the intercessors are praying, church leaders there, they've got a duty to hire security, which will be having equipment to search people at the door, so that no one enters with funny things into the auditorium. For those churches which have auditoriums, if a church is doing a crossover night or whatever service in an open space, open grounds, there must be definite entry points where people are entering. It must not be people entering from everywhere. Are we clear, my brothers and sisters? There must be definite entry points which are meant by people who are screening people who are entering. And there must be security which is commensurate with the numbers in a place. That's the advice that God said I must give you. I don't live in Uganda, but we keep seeing people who are planning evil against gatherings in Uganda. That's the message that I've been given. Are we clear? But as an intercessor, I mobilize intercessors to continue to pray so that the security in that country, they've got a good security system, so that the security in that country continues to be extra vigilant, especially after this message, that they don't despise this message that I've released. Because these people are present. They despise this message, and then security is low, it may be confirmed. But we don't want it to be what? To be confirmed. We want human life to be safe. We want what? Human life to be safe. Are we clear? So wherever people are gathering, to do concerts. I don't support concerts where people are singing worldly music, but in case there are people who believe in that, still they need a lot of security to screen people so that people are not injured. Are we together? We want human life to be safe.
With thousands expected to gather for prayers and celebrations, the prophet foresees militant groups targeting public spaces, potentially causing harm and chaos. In his prophetic message, Dr. DeLovu emphasized the need for heightened vigilance, urging church leaders to implement rigorous security measures. These include employing armed personnel and using screening equipment to thoroughly search attendees at entrances, preventing the entry of dangerous objects or weapons. He stressed the urgency of these actions, particularly in crowded spaces where the risk of chaos and injury is high. Dr. DeLovu declared when warning that failure to act on these precautions could result in catastrophic consequences. He further highlighted the importance of security forces being on high alert and advised intercessors to intensify prayers for the safety of the public. We want human life to be safe, he added firmly. This prophetic message calls for unity and proactive measures to safeguard Uganda's citizens, ensuring that the end of the year celebrations remain a time of peace and joy rather than tragedy. Prophet Dr. DeLovu words serve as a stark reminder of the importance of preparing for unforeseen threats during large gatherings, urging both security forces and citizens to remain vigilant as the nation ends in 2025. This is Stephen, GC News.